When I was back in high school, I went around asking my high school teachers, why are you Adventist? Because I really wanted to know. I was curious. And I remember after visiting 5 or 6 of them, there was a common denominator, a common answer. And the common answer was, I like the community. And I was so upset by that answer. I was so frustrated by that answer because I was like, well, you can go to any church and get community. You can go to the Episcopal church down there. You can go to the Presbyterian church down there. So what you're telling me is you're just not willing to go outside your comfort zone, because anyone, any place has a community. A bar has a community. A strip club has a community. So you're telling me that's it. And so I realized, or I thought, that Adventism meant knowledge. And so in college, I went on this quest to find knowledge, to find theology, to find the doctrines, to find all the certainty of the beliefs that I could possibly gain, and the certainty on God that I could gain. And I also fell short, because talking to the most well-beloved scholars, the most the best teachers, the best conference administrators, every single one of them did not have the same belief. There were some beliefs that were the same, Sabbath, Second Coming, similar, but not 2 of them could agree wholeheartedly on 100% of the things they believed about God and about Adventism. And so I left empty-handed there too. And so I think coming into pastoral ministry during a pandemic, I started to realize I was at a loss for what Adventism is. Because I was like, maybe it's just a cultural thing. Maybe we just all happen to eat haystacks. We all happen to go to church on Sabbath, but there's no real meaning in between all of us. Like my teacher said, maybe it's just a community. But I think what God has been trying to teach me about himself, or about God's self, is that God is so much bigger than the things we know and the people we connect with. That God is so much greater than what I want him to be. And I think this pandemic has really taught me to wonder at God, to not understand him, but be fully content with him. And I've realized that's what the extent of a relationship is. If I have a relationship with, say, one of my friends, she may have different theological beliefs than I do. She may have different systems of support than I do. She may have different ways she communicates versus I do. She may have a different cultural background than I do. But why do I love her? I love her because of the relationship. And I've realized, and I've settled with the idea that I'm okay with God being bigger than I think he is. And I'm okay with the questions. I'm okay with looking for answers, but I'm okay with sitting with questions too. And I think that's what God's really demonstrated recently, is how truly, extravagantly big God is. And how, as limited as I am, I can never grasp the fullness of him. And I shouldn't have to, in order to be accepted by a church community and to be accepted in his eyes.